Welcome back to Design Bundles YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal, and today I thought we would sublimate a couple of Christmas mugs. So I got a couple of designs here that are only 1+ credit, you guys. So definitely check these. I'll have them linked down below. So you guys have definitely got to check these out. They are super duper cute. So I got a black one just to show you guys that you can just do something as simple as black font or a black design, or you could add some color in there. So don't feel like you just have to do color designs. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys today. Now what's really cool, normally we would cut this out with, say for example, our Cricut or Silhouette, and we would have to weed all of this out, cut it out, where we can just simply print it and sublimate it. So I've got a couple of mugs here. I'm using Cricut's 15-ounce mugs, so these are their big ones. And then I've got my designs. I already have my Cricut mug press warmed up and ready to go. So what we're gonna do is just take our cloth here. So I'm gonna do one on each side. So you're gonna go ahead and clean this. You wanna make sure that you remove any sort of oils and debris. You really only need to do this to the side you're gonna sublimate if it's a single design like this. Now, you need to figure out which hand are you going to hold it. So for example, I drink my coffee in my right hand. I would want the design on this side. If you were left-handed, you would want it on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this one here. And what I like to do is just take a pair of scissors or something to get this to prop it up to help hold it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a couple pieces of tape here, and then I'm gonna figure out about where I want this to be. I'm just gonna kind of center it up, trying to make sure everything looks straight. Once I'm happy with it, I'm gonna go ahead and take my tape here, hold down my design on one side, and then I'm gonna get a piece of tape on the next. You basically just need enough tape to hold down your design. You don't have to run it all the way across. Your mug press is going to squeeze it around. So you just need enough to make sure it's nice and tight. So you can see I've got no lift. There's nothing where you can see underneath here. Obviously we have a corner here, but you wanna make sure there's no gap there. Then what I like to do is take a piece of parchment paper. I just take a normal piece of parchment or, baking sheet here. And what I like to do is cover my design. So I'm just gonna cut this down to size just to protect my mug press. Now, I've not had any issues of any bleed through, but you just never know. I don't want to, have any of this ink seep out onto my mug press, whether it's a Cricut mug press or, any other brand, because you don't want to ruin this piece right here because it can get on your next project. So once you have it at this part right here, we're ready to go. We're just gonna go ahead and drop it right inside. You may have to get it at an angle, and then you're just gonna close it. While this one is baking in the oven, if you will, we're gonna go ahead and work on the next one. So for this one, I'm gonna do the design on this side, like if I was left-handed, so I would do it on this side. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna clean off the front side of my mug here just to remove any sort of debris or oils. And then we're gonna take those scissors once again and prop it up. So that's just gonna help us. I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 pieces of tape here. So we're just going to center this up. Once I'm happy with it, I'm gonna tape one side down and then tape down the next. Just like so. So once again, you can see there's no gaps in here. So this one's ready to go. Now, if you're comfortable with it, you can definitely just pop it in your mug press like this. A lot of people do, but for me, I just like to take the extra step of protection and, place it on like so. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me 2 pieces of tape, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and trim off just a little bit more. I don't need it that big. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply my tape. Just like that, just one on each side so it's ready to go. So now I've got my mug press gonna be protected with my parchment. This is ready, I can set it aside and let it hang out and wait until this guy is done. Once you hear that beep, you're just simply going to pop it open and remove it. Your handle stays nice and cold. If you guys have not tried a Cricut mug press or a mug press, your handle usually stays cold, so you can pop it out of the oven and place it down like so that way it can cool down. You really want to try and leave this alone until it cools down. This is gonna allow those inks to kind of get a little bit more vibrant, and you're not gonna risk burning yourself because this mug is like 400 degrees. So let's go ahead and pop in our next one. You're just gonna go ahead and move right along like so and close. All right, so our next mug is beeping here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one out, and I'm going to do the same thing and let this one cool down. So while this one's cooling down, let's go ahead and take this one off. I think it's cooled down enough. Just gonna go ahead and peel away my paper. You can definitely get yourself a pair of tweezers, get you a corner going, and then peel. And just like that, we have our first mug. So imagine, I mean, if you had to get your material out, cut this out with your adhesive vinyl, let go through the process, load your machine, load it into your software, and then you're gonna have to weed it all out and everything like that. You're gonna need transfer tape where you can simply just take this, print it out, and pop it on a mug using your mug press. And then you have no texture as well. So it's in the mug. This is not gonna wash out at all. It's going to last like this forever, for the lifetime of the mug. So as you guys can see how cool that black looks, it doesn't always have to be a color. It really pops no matter what. So I really love the way that this one came out. So let's go ahead and set it aside and check out the next one. Same thing, I'm gonna go ahead and peel this. Now my mug is a little bit hot, but because of the sake of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and start removing mine. But I do recommend that you let yours completely cool. And when you're working with something like this, maybe get yourself some heat gloves to protect your hands. So I've got mine flipped just a little bit so I can get a hold of a corner here and pop this off. So what do you guys think? How cute are these mugs? From a basic design to a little bit of color, still a little bit basic, but how cute are these mugs? I hope you guys are gonna try to make some of these for Christmas. Let me know down below which one you guys like better, the one on the left or the one on the right. You could fill these with candies for Christmas for your teachers, somebody at the office. You could put some hot cocoa in there with the little bags, with a little candy cane. Lots of different ideas for these for Christmas, or simply make them for yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.